So Dale, tell us a little bit about the Cheetah Center in Soysambu.
Well, what we've decided to do, we've been contacted by our friend that runs the conservancy at Soysambu, and she asked if there's something we could do to help. And so we said, how about if we put a cheetah center together there, which would take orphaned or non-releasable cheetahs, have them there at the conservancy to be able to bring tourists over to gain awareness about what's going on with cheetahs in Kenya. So the idea then would be have tourists come over, have an experience with cheetahs. We can have direct contact with cheetahs in Kenya. We can't do that in the U.S. It's against the law here in the U.S. And then hopefully people would be interested, take an active role in conservation, and then help fund projects that are going on with cheetahs in Kenya itself.
Why are they orphaned? Why can't they go back into the wild?
Well, it's like any other cat. If the cat is taken out of the wild as a cub, so let's say its mother got killed for some reason, those cats would never survive. And there's no human being that can really train them to survive that way. So what we need to do is be able to take them into a captive situation, and then they would live their life in captivity at that point. There's a lot of controversy. People think that you can turn them back. You really can't. It's just cats live with their mothers for sometimes 12 months, 13, 14 months, and all those skills have to be learned. It's not somebody that can teach them those things. And if they can't learn those skills, how do you know not to get involved with a hyena or a lion or to do things? Or how do I kill things? Instinct tells them to chase and to pounce, but nothing tells them how to kill. Mother teaches them that. And so if you can't teach them those skills, you're never going to be able to survive. So captive cheetahs then will remain captive, and wild cheetahs can remain wild.
And how many orphan cheetahs are there?
It just depends on what's going on, because the numbers fluctuate depending on what happens with their mothers. So if you have a litter of 8 born and the mother gets killed, you have a lot of orphans at that point. If she only has 1 and she gets killed, then you don't have a lot. So the numbers fluctuate. It varies a lot.
So why are these beautiful big cats endangered right now?
Mostly because they come in conflict with people. And so if you're in Africa and you raise goats and sheep, and a cheetah comes into the pen and kills half your herd or kills part of your herd, what do you think people are going to do? They're going to go out and shoot them or trap them or do something to kill them at that point. The fur trade's pretty much gone. I mean, there's a little bit of stuff going on, but it's not like it used to be where they're having heavy numbers of cats killed for the fur trade. Now it's mostly due to predation, where they just have conflict. And if you have conflict, the easiest way sometimes is just get rid of the animal. But if you protect your livestock, and a lot of places are using guard dogs now, and so if you have a guard dog that barks, it doesn't attack the cat, but they bark and carry on, then the cat's going to go someplace else. Cats don't want to have conflict themselves, all right? They don't want to have that. So if they can go someplace else and not be having this issue, then they'll be willing to go there. So if you make it difficult to get after livestock, they'll go back after their native prey.
And you work with the local people there?
We had to work with the local people, and we've already got approval from the Kenyan Wildlife Service to actually start building the center.
Awesome.
And so we're on our way. Now it's a matter of fundraising. We just need to raise the funds to be able to make it work. And we're looking at somewhere between $250,000, about $250,000 to get the place built.
To get
And then we'll hire Kenyans, but people from the U.S. can come over and volunteer. We're going to have it so no U.S. people or foreigners will be paid. They can volunteer, but they can't be paid, and we want to get the local people into the economy and actually getting jobs through the center that way.